You're very active on Instagram and Twitter,
it.
just like I am.
Go
And
there.
in fact, you know what? We tweet a lot. We tweeted during the Grammys, and this past Sunday, one of the tweets of yours in particular got a lot of attention. Now, after Adele beat out Beyonce for Album of the Year, Adele dedicated her award in part to Beyonce, thanking her, and she said, quote, "The way that you make me feel and my friends feel, the way you make my black friends feel is empowering, and you make them stand up for themselves." Now, Gary, in response, you tweeted, "Adele is officially invited to every black family's barbecue." And that made some people a little upset. So, Gary, I'm a comedian, you're a comedian. Please explain to the people what you meant.
Listen, a year ago, allegedly I got traded for Stacey Dash in a
Right.
race trade.
Yeah.
So I thought this was my first chance to speak up as a black man, was to say, yo, she can come to the barbecue. And then I found out that, no, Gary. It was very apparent on Twitter and Instagram. No, you're a guest to the barbecue, and I was that guest that brought a guest. You know, like I got tweets saying, no, you can't invite somebody. It's like me showing up at Lonnie's house. Lonnie invited me to the barbecue, and but this is my friend Adele. I know I didn't say she was coming, but she's invited. It became very apparent I am a guest, and I'm not allowed to bring a guest to the barbecue. But listen, I really wanted Adele to come. I think she'd have a good time. She'd learn how to play dominoes.
Oh, my God.
You know what? I will take Adele over CeeLo Green wearing that gold suit he had on. I'm like, what was he doing?
But that's so CeeLo. But you guys, that is so CeeLo. That's his steez. Like,
He better not have said, "What are you looking at?" that
Okay.
whole night. He better not one time. What are you looking at? Come on, man.
See, that's crazy.
I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, you had to
in-
tell us it was CeeLo.
in San Francisco, there's guys like that all the time that have a little
Kazoo?
zoo in their mouth,
Yeah.
and they have a little cup that they ask for money, and they go zoo, zoo, zoo.
Yeah.
I wanted to go and give him some money. No,
Genie, he don't need your
CeeLo's
money.
good.
I
No,
know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I think, CeeLo was trying to be creative. Everybody knows that he does, pretty crazy outfits and that sort of thing.
People are
So
creative at the Grammys.
Yeah, it
was
was like,
very-
you're an artist, go for it. I get it.
It was like half C-3PO, half R2-D2.
Yeah.
It was like combined.
See how that
But
works.
what I love about black people, we will check you in a minute and don't care. And they was like, okay, we love you, Gary, but no, stop with the black jokes, okay?
No.
They was
Hold
like,
on, Lonnie. Let me say, and we talked about this. It was what it was. It was a few people were angry. Majority of people were just like, "That's funny," or "Gary, you can't invite and then bring somebody with
but
you."
the few people got
The
on
few
your
that was
ass,
angry-
though. That's
hey,
what I'm saying.
That's what happens a lot. The few people that are angry, they're so loud. People think that's the majority. But it really was a minority because even when you read it, the audience laughed, right?
Yeah.
So it was just a funny joke and it was innocent.
Well,
'Cause even-
it's just like the way Adele said what she said and we got what she meant, but the way she said it was kind of like,
Yeah, I was in the House of People. We had an awkward moment. It was
Yeah.
like, where are you going with this?
Right.
And then what I have to say is people felt her heart more than they heard
And
her
they
words.
knew that,
And
right.
they knew that she
Yeah.
was coming
It's
from
like
a genuine
sometimes
place.
the way you say something.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
Right.
It wasn't pre-thought. She was speaking in the moment, off the top of her head, just
Right.
what she felt in her heart. And I think sometimes that is more important than anything.
You could absolutely see in that moment
Right.
She
that
wasn't trying to
in
be-
that moment when she received that award, you guys, everybody left the room for her, and it was just her and Beyonce. And what she did was she fangirled towards Beyonce to express how much that album meant for her. And as she was rattling through her speech, which I did kind of cock my head for a second, like, why black, But what I heard was her reminiscing about all the time she's listened to the album, all the time she listened to the tracks, and the people that were with her, who she saw it moved. And let's not forget that the album happened to be a very powerful black anthem for a lot of people out there. So I felt like that's what she was channeling. You know,
But
so I
it's
got
like
it.
you said, she missed some verbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the wording wasn't perfect, but
Bird.
again, we felt her heart and we felt the
And I want to
sentiment
say
and it was
this about
genuine.
Gary. Gary is the type of comedian, if you don't know his comedy, then you don't understand why he did what he did. So I I think those were the people that may have gotten
They didn't
offended
get it.
because they don't understand the type of comic. Just like,
Yeah.
you know, they don't understand the type of comic I am if you don't know my comedy.
Yes, right.
And so you're right. Those are the people that are always like, oh, wait a minute, what are you talking about? But I just thought it was funny because they checked you. I thought it was
I thought it was
hilarious.
funny too because I even said, I go, well, who do I call to ask for Adele to come? Since I'm not just able to bring her. Is there a number?
Who got the juice?
You got
Right.
the
Oh
NAACP,
my God, that's so
Sam.
funny.
What would have been the proper way Adele
say.
should have said it?
I would think.
Well, first of all, there's
Go
no
ahead, Lonnie,
correct
go
way.
ahead.
I think it was she was missing something like, especially the way you made my black friends feel.
Got it.
So it's like one word, and I always say this on this show. Sometimes we say things, and it's like we're missing one, you know, adjective or verb, so that
Get taken.
and it gets taken out of context. When we know Adele's heart, I know Gary's heart, and he was just being Gary, and it was funny. But there's some people, you know, a lot of people get
Sensitive
sensitive.
subjects.
But one word
Yes.
may make a difference, or one, you know, or even after she said my black friends, especially my black friends, you know, or the pop was empowering. She didn't mean anything. I just think we were all just hurt because Beyonce didn't get Album of the Year. I think that's really, we still mad about that. We really want to be honest.
Well,
you know.
I just speaking from a white guy seeing it, you know.
Thank
since
you.
I was
since
about
I'm
to
not
step
black.
in right now and be like, well, what she should have said. And I was like,
Yeah.
let Lonnie say
That's
what
why I said, so let Lonnie.
Let Lonnie
No,
say
but go
it.
ahead.
When I saw her do it, I go, okay, like you said, I was like, I know where she's coming from, but as soon as she said my black friends, I go, there's gonna be repercussions. I don't know where it's gonna come from, but somebody's gonna say something just because she said it. But I think everybody knew. You know if something's coming from a place of love and when it's not.
Well,
like you
maybe
said.
she just
Why
shouldn't
do you
have
think
said
it made
black
you
friend.
feel weak? Why do you think it made us all go? Because I'm
because-
trying to even wonder why it made me go, ooh, girl,
Is
like,
it-
be careful. We're
Right.
treading. Where are we going with this?
Because,
Why do you
okay.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give you an example.
ahead.
This one lady said to me one time, I said, I have a black wife. And she got angry. She goes, no, you have a wife that happens to be black. I was like, my bad. Didn't know I misworded that.
Yeah, but
she was angry about
I'm
that.
genuinely curious now because I'm going to be
Because
honest.
maybe if she
I
would have
felt
just
it, but
said,
I don't know
if
why.
you just
right.
would have said my friends,
I think
and
she
maybe not
should've-
said black.
Yes,
you know,
because
just say the way you made my friends feel.
Yeah, but can I just say one thing? Because honestly, I have experienced backlash because of some of the things that I have said. I may not have said it right.
May have
but
missed a verb.
I may have missed a verb. But what I love about my true fans and about the people who truly know me, they look at my heart first and they
That's-
know that I did not mean any ill will by saying it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's how we all feel about what it does.
Yes.
And our fans. We knew our heart was in the right place.